bring it on. Pretty fun stuff. So, Winter Wonderland and Parenting Woes 2018 sure has brought us some serious winter. I want to establish some foundation before we dig in here. Should kind of go as standard for all posts and all sharing, but I know that I know and I'm super thankful every single day. So just because we have parenting woes doesn't mean we don't have an immense amount of gratitude. I have healthy children, a roof over my head, food to eat, etc. Super, super blessed. Also, no matter how much parenting can drive me nuts, I wouldn't trade it for anything. These sort of it's a good foundation to lay at the beginning of the new year as we share these sort of parenting woes. I also love living in New England for this post in particular. I love living in New England with the drastic seasons, but everyone has her limits. So that's just a foundation I wanted to establish before I dug in this week. Now we can talk about how much I was losing my mind after a full school vacation. So the Christmas holiday vacation was followed by it was supposed to be followed by a 4-day school week and instead it turned into a 1.5-day school week for my girls and only a half day for my 4-year-old. So here I am thinking it's going to be a 4-day school week, and it turned out not to be that at all because of the winter weather. So there was cursing, there were short tempers, there was money, there were even some tears. So as an entrepreneur, despite my flexibility, I can only take so much interruption before I start to lose my mind. And I did spend most of December thinking about how amazing life was about to get, really setting goals and getting excited about the turn of the new year. And in my world, that means there's 3,000 things I want to do once, I have this vision that the kids are going back to school and there's all these things I want to do. And being home with 3 kids who were scheduled for school, being home for those snow days and delays, to me, it felt like being a painter in a room full of art supplies, but my hands are tied behind my back and I can't do anything. So I'm itching to get started. But Mother Nature says, nope, not yet. Can't start yet. Keep waiting. I'm going to keep your hands tied. So this is where I had some choices. I could see that I was being stubborn and making the situation worse. I could see that. But truth be told, I was cranky about the whole thing, and I didn't really feel like thinking productive thoughts or seeing the glass half full. I just wanted to be cranky. I just wanted to be annoyed. So I decided that I would be full on annoyed, right? I decided that I was going to complain, I was going to whine, I was going to release my frustration in any way I chose. And I decided that I would carry on in this way. I made a conscious decision to be and do all those things as long as it didn't feel toxic and or until something shifted. So I wanted to be very present with a decision to just be annoyed. As long as it wasn't toxic or until a shift occurred. And I decided that as long as I was aware of my self-inflicted misery, it was perfectly acceptable to keep feeling it, to just feel into that frustration. And just like that, I woke up on day number 2 of canceled school, and it did shift. It shifted. So I didn't reach that place of toxicity. Instead, I hit the shift pretty quickly. What happened is I woke up in full surrender, right? The awareness and the intention to feel my feelings created the shift, and I just woke up in this place of surrender. So the frustration slipped away, and the day was really amazing. That second snow day felt really, really good. So that was pretty fabulous. And I believe that in all my heart, if I had not made the conscious choice to feel shitty, I would not have welcomed in the surrender and the shift. So had I pushed away the feelings of frustration and attempted to feel good, if I had tried to shift it in a way that was let me think happy thoughts, or let me really be intentional about shifting my own feelings, I think in that situation, I would have been pushing away my need to feel. So I needed to, sorry about that text coming in. I needed to release in order to grow, right? I needed to feel. We all need to feel the feelings in order to grow. So I had made that conscious decision to feel the feelings. So in the Brooke Castillo process, with my little Amanda Kingsley twist, it looked like this. So here's my situation. There was a wintry school cancellations, right? There was first a delay, and then there was 2 canceled school days. And my thought about the situation was, I'm losing my mind. I need my time and space back. I'm ready for my own space back. The feeling this thought triggered was frustration. I was just incredibly frustrated. And the action taken from the feeling was complaining, whining, cursing, just general misery. The result of that action was that I was losing my mind. I was at the end of my rope. And so I did ask myself, like, is this in alignment with my why? And no, it was not. And so I did apply the model for realignment. So the same situation, I have these wintry school cancellations. The new thought was this, just as described above, it was this: I'm going to feel whatever I need to feel until it feels toxic or something shifts. So the new feeling the thought triggered was freedom. Freedom through permission, right? It was like this relief. And the new action taken from the feeling was to feel the feelings and express them as needed with full awareness. And that's key right here. So the result was that the big feelings resulted in so I had really big feelings, and it resulted in a fairly quick shift. And so asking, is this in alignment with my why? Absolutely. And so that was my win of the week. My win of the week was to feel my feelings, get through that wintry, intense school week. And I'm looking forward to a full school week next week, but we just never know. So I really had to find a way to be flexible. But part of that flexibility was just going like, this kind of sucks. And I'm just going to feel that. I'm going to feel that it's not so fun until it shifts. And it did. So if you live in New England or you live somewhere where there's frequent school cancellations, send me a message with your snow day survival tips, because I might need them. I might not choose to feel cranky and frustrated and complained every time. So I'm going to need those survival tips. But I believe in you. Until the next podcast, be well and be in touch. My goal is your growth, so I hope this was helpful to you. Please do reach out and let me know. And remember that we can work one-on-one together in the 9-week Live Your Why coaching program. You can find the link to that on the website. You can also listen to our co-hosted podcast, Creating Wealth and Wellness, free on iTunes or here on the website. And if you're interested in building residual income, check out the Join Our Networking Family link. Until next time, keep doing that thought work. I believe in you.